Okay. Recording, mute.
All right. Peretz pointed out that I forgot the last Mishnah in the second Perek of Sheviies. So that is Mishnah Yud, right?
Yeah, Mishnah. All the other Mishnayos you remember?
Okay. Yeah, but anyways, I didn't say I remember the Mishnayos. I didn't remember to learn it with the other. So anyway, Sheviies, Perek, Beis, Mishnah Yud. Adluin, gourds, Shekiman Lazera. So if you're using gourds, and the reason why they grew them was to make them into seeds, right? Meaning they left the gourds in the ground, and they were going to use the vines to grow the next year's gourds. So if they became hard in front of before Rosh Hashanah and they became possible Adam with the L'Kayim B'Shvius, then you're allowed to have them, on Shvius. Meaning you could put them away. Why? Because they weren't Roy La'achila from before Shvius. Right? But if not, meaning so they're still edible, then also L'Kayim B'Shvius, then you're not allowed to be Mekayim them on Shvius. Meaning Mekayim means you're not allowed to plant them. So again, if you have these gourds that you plan on using to plant, so if they became hard before Rosh Hashanah, then they're no longer edible, so you're allowed to plant them in Shemitah. But if not, then you're not allowed to plant them in Shemitah. Hatmara shalahen, the buds of them, right? Asuras b'shvius, those are always asur and shvius. Meaning, even if the buds, meaning I don't know how do you translate buds, right? Whatever the little growths, those are edible regardless of whether they're hard or not. So mamela, they can have kedusha shvius. Marbitzin, then there's a new thing. Your marbitz means you're allowed to take the dirt, and we always use it as a muscle from the baseball stadiums, where in the middle of innings they take the water and they sprinkle it on the dirt to push down the dirt. Right, so you're allowed to marbitzin ba'afar lavan. You're allowed to take this water in a field that's meant for grain. David of Shimon, that's Rashitas of Shimon. When Yaakov says it's awesome, meaning that you can't just go watering the dirt or the ground of a field that's going to be used for the grain, right? Unless it's going to be a loss, right? We know, as we said many times in Shemitah, you're not allowed to do things to facilitate new growth, but you are allowed to do things to make sure that there's no damage. Mimarsin ba'eres b'shvius, you're allowed to soak the dirt from a rice field during Shemitah, so that the trees, I don't know what rice grows on, whatever the bushes that grow the rice don't die. Shimon Aimer, aval ein mechaschen. You can't cut it down, meaning you can't prune it, right? Because that's going to make it grow better. Again, the same rule. If it's to make sure the plant doesn't get ruined, so then that's mutter. If it's to make the plant grow better, that's awesome. That's so rice. If to soak the ground where the rice bushes are or rice trees are, in order to make it, in order that they don't die, so then that's mutter. But to cut the branches, you're not allowed to do.
Rice grows in paddies. It's in very, very wet conditions, and it's like long pieces of grass. So that's rice, and I don't really know.
That's what it is.
Kind of, yeah. It's very wet. It's when they started out. It's like the whole place is water, So and they just stick the pieces inside the mud, and it grows, But it's like it's weird that the rice paddy, it's called a rice paddy, is in a very, very wet location. That's yeah. I don't know how this fits in over here, but
because you don't want it. You want to keep soaking it with water. You want to keep soaking it with water.
Yeah.
Right, because you don't want them to die. I guess they're going to die.
Yeah, if the water. That you're not going.
Okay, bye. So now let's do some Shaary Teshuva. Yes, Sheviies Ois Chofches. So
L'chaim. L'chaim.
I guess we do the L'chaim tonight for the Perek. You're right. Alamafreya L'chaim. L'chaim. Yes. The L'chaimers are not
L'chaim.
Okay, L'chaim to you. Hopefully we'll won't go out of order anymore. Yeah. Okay. So Shaary Teshuva Sheviies Ois Chofches. Again, we're going through the reasons why a person should do tshuva right away and not sit around with it. So Ashlishis Hazman Mismayet. The third reason is because time is getting smaller, less. There's lots of work to do. Melechas HaTorah v'tikun hanefesh v'asagas hamaylos. The malach of Torah and tikun hanefesh, fixing your nefesh, your soul, v'asagas hamaylos, kamay ava v'yira, and trying to reach the milos like Ava and Yira. But Sha'amru Zechronim Levracha, Hayoim Kotzer v'Hamalacha Meruba, that the day is short and the malacha is great. Right? So again, another Mishnah of us. So he's saying that there's no time. You got to get on your horse and start doing start doing tshuva and improving yourself, because time is of the essence, because time is running out. The fourth reason why you should be doing tshuva and doing self-improvement right away. So when you push off your tikkun of your nefesh, you're going to end up doing averis, and you're going to constantly trip up and do averis. Meaning, if you're not, I guess what he means is sort of that the muscle that they say that if you're not going, they say from the Gra, I think, if you're not moving forward, then you're moving backwards. So if you're pushing off self-improvement, then the Shaary Teshuva is saying you're going to end up going backwards. Yeah. Okay. Stop with those two.